For the affirmation, I am not society's script. I am my own definition. I am not of this system, but a flame from God, source, the divine. I don't stress about what I can't physically fix. I let go of that attachment. I monitor the use of my own energy. If you don't monitor your energy, somebody else is going to come by and be like, well, since you're not using your energy, I guess I will. You have all of these ideas and not doing anything with them. I'll take them. There are times in life that we are going to make mistakes. When we do, it's important how we handle the process of the mistake. What I mean is, do you handle it like the old you, or do you find new inventive ways to do things in your life? If you would usually get bent out of shape in the past, how do you handle it now? Is your head clear to think, or do you beat yourself up for being human? Because we're all human. Nobody's perfect. The part about being human is mistakes are part of the probability. You're not always going to get it right, and nobody's perfect. The fun part now is to see how you handle those mistakes. That's when you take that 2 to 3 deep breaths, 2 or 3 of those, before making a decision. Even if that decision, you get the opportunity to walk away from something you really want. It will be okay. Things happen, and if no one lost a life, we can always go back and fix it. When you keep a level head about yourself, anything is possible. Forgive yourself for missing the small context clues, because we all miss them every time, every now and then. Keep going on your journey. We work so hard to be perfect. I'm going to tell you a story about me. I grew up in a household where you only received love if you were perfect, if you got all A's on your report card. And so I had siblings that would work so hard to make sure they had all A's and B's. And one time I got a C, and I was like, why can't, and he started comparing me, why can't you be like so-and-so, and why can't you be like so-and-so? And it was just like the worst. Okay, as a kid, it was like the worst, because I just wanted to receive the love. But it was like I had to act and put on a show to receive love. I'm learning. I don't have to do that. I don't have to be perfect to get love. I don't have to put on a show to get love. And if I had to do that, you can kick rocks, because I don't need to be there. So we work hard on being perfect in every way that we put so much pressure on ourselves. We end up with high blood pressure and all this stuff. Remember to think for yourself. And if those thoughts lead to mistakes, just back up, to do the cha-cha and back up. The mistake happened, and do your best to fix what happened. Okay? That's in your thing. Because if you don't fix it and we change the timeline, you're going to remain in that same level. But if you fix it, now you fix your alignment and you keep going up, or you stay in that. Don't nobody want to stay in that? The devil is alive. I promise the world won't fall apart before you because you made a mistake. The system in the world around us wants us to feel lackluster because we didn't see all the pieces. Sometimes you can't see all the pieces at the time. Again, it's okay as long as you didn't hurt yourself or someone else. Because see, what happens is this. We'll go and go, and God will have us jumping. And one time, I jumped too far, and I said, oops, I gotta come back. I jumped too far. I did right on those jumps, but I went too far. And to come back. It's okay. It's okay. Again, as long as I don't hurt myself or others, we're good. If you bruise your ego in the process, it will be okay. You just shared something that's been in your lineage forever about looking good on the outside, but on the inside, it's a cesspool. The paperwork is good. You look good. You're getting the accolades, but on the inside, you're full of envy, strife, anger, bitterness. Don't nobody got time for that. We don't work too hard to come up out of that. Allow your ego to heal and be gentle with yourself. And then if you need to cry, cry, because it's always a grieving process to let go of something. But sometimes it's not like a hard grieving process. It's just like, and God like, I got you. I got something better for you. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to trip. You're doing new things in new ways, and you're definitely going to make mistakes. It's a part of the process. It's how you handle them now that shows how far you come up to this point. I was telling myself, you don't have to be perfect to get or gain love. You're okay. You made a mistake. It's all right. I'm worthy of it all right now. I don't have to prove who I am. I don't. I know who I am. Things happen, and how we respond or act when they do is how far we've grown. Things are going to happen outside of your control. That's what life is. Going to throw curveballs. Okay? Life throws curveballs, and sometimes we make them, and sometimes we overlook small details. Again, no one needs to be perfect. Allow what is to be as you determine what is the best decision to make next. No one can do it for you. Only you know what's best for you. Others can only speculate and judge because they're on the outside looking in. They don't know. If they had your same life, most of them would be in a corner sucking on their thumb in the fetal position. I'm just saying. Remember this. Everyone is going to have their own day. When they handle it as its old or new self. Only time will tell in growth. I choose inner peace instead of outside validation. That's just me. Symptoms today. Lots of breathing and grounding. Because like right now, my crown is like going crazy. Vivid dreams, exciting ideas, and writing them down to keep up with them. My crown and third eye was going wide open and strong headaches. The headaches went away, but it's still, and I don't get headaches. So I knew something was up. Went outside to enjoy the sun and just closed my eyes to enjoy the sun shining on me while doing breath work when I went out with Bella earlier this morning because the weather completely changed. Learning that even though I already know I don't have to be perfect to gain love, reminders are welcomed. Understanding sometimes and taking risks, they may not land as you wish, and it's okay to back on up. Exercise today, I went on a walk. The energy was so high and so strong. I was like, I gotta get this energy out. So I went on a walk and I was like, we're gonna have to walk a little longer to get some of this energy out because the energy has been so strong. And this was so funny. Came back, the power was out on the island. I had already saved all my files and my data, so I just relaxed. And I was going to work, but life had other plans. So the power went out around about 10:01 and came back on about 4:56 p.m. And most of the day, I've been like freezing. And then right before I got on, I was like on fire. I was like, okay, what's going on? So I said, yes, I'm going on. Woo! Everyone gets the opportunity to do their own work and see things in their own time. It's hard when you love folks. And God says, walk away. Woo! But in their own timing, okay, keep going. Your eyes will be swollen from tears. You hear me? They get the opportunity to decide just like you did. But I'd rather for my eyes to be swollen in tears than for me to be stuck in the same cycles. I know you care for them, but what are they showing you? Are you really paying attention? Some want to only connect with you when they feel you growing. Let them go to learn their own lessons in their own way. They will hold you down from moving forward. Just let go. It'll be okay. God has you and them. Trust that. Everyone must work out their own salvation with fear and trembling. Trust in God. Don't carry somebody else's problems in the battles. That is not your job. You are way down. Bagging lady. Read Philippians 2:12 for yourself. Save yourself and keep going. That is Erica Badu. That just came up. Okay. James 1:19-21 NLT. Don't allow anyone to take your power or your energy. Understand this, my dear brothers and sisters. You got to live and learn, brothers and sisters, or else you will get burned. Okay, you must. I forgot the name of the artist. You must all be quick to listen and slow to speak and slow to get angry. Human anger doesn't produce the righteousness that God desires, but righteous anger said we got to do something and do it now. So get rid of all of the negative thinking and humbly accept the word that God has planted in your hearts, whatever that is, for it has the power to save your souls. Okay. Verses like the Quran 17:53 and 4148 highlight the importance of speaking kindly, avoiding slander and gossip, and speaking the truth. Are we doing that? 2:254 emphasizes that it's not for creation that is under Allah to question Allah's decisions, which is better because, like God, it sits from a higher position and see from a higher perspective. It requires the believers to surrender to Allah's will, which is the message of faith and surrender to divine authority. We're doing the same thing, but we're fighting each other because of a label. Do we really know who we are? Because we're doing the same thing. It's time that we get into our studies, but let's break that down. We're doing the same thing if we're not focusing on the religion. Because if you're focusing on the religion, you may not be doing this. You may be doing something else that somebody told you to do instead of reading this for yourself. That's why it's important. If you have a sacred text and you go to any mosque or church or wherever you go, and someone reads that to you, write everything down that they read to you in those sacred texts, and when you get home, you read them to yourself.